What up, boys? Welcome back to another POE Excel video. This video will obviously be about Aurabot, since multiple people asked me about it in my last video. So yeah, I'll show you it right now. This is your very early game, Aurabot, right? You basically start out, you use Stormblast mines to level up. If you guys want like a how do you level up like an Aurabot to Act 3, like in level 32, to use Wrath, Zealotry, all the damage ores, and then you meet up with carry, you check out Snap OW's video. I'll leave down Path of Mass video for how you level up Seismic Trapper, as well as Snap OW on how you level up your Aurabot to level 32, which is Act 3, right? Basically for me, it's starting here, you grab this. This is what my Aurabot did last week. You just grab that, right? Come down here, grab this shit. You keep using Stormblast until you grab this, which until you're at the Maval's cave, which you can have access with the traps. You get your carry, which is a shadow, to buy you a lightning trap, or Sion already has it, not sure, but when you get this, you use the mastery to get recover 30 life, which is very powerful early on. Then you come down here, right? You grab projectile damage, same as Snap OW. You grab projectile damage. You can also grab this 10% increased elemental resistance, right? And then you obviously come down here, right? You grab all this shit. You grab Reservation Mastery, and then now you can run Herald of Thunder, Herald of like Skitterbots, all this stuff to help you with your damage. Come up here, obviously grab this as well. You know, you run as much Heralds as possible for that maximum DPS. Herald of Ice, just throw that shit in there, right? What you should be aiming for around day 2, right? Day 2, this is around day 2 POB for me and my Aurabot, right? Around it. Obviously, you already switched to CR already, right? You grab all this shit, every ore nodes here. I'm sorry I didn't include the lava variant. Fuck, I should have, but these are super cheap. 8 passive, any of them, 1 to 2 chaos, just smack them in. And then obviously these ones are kind of cheap early on, 3-4 chaos each, like at most, right? And you craft 25 on them, and then you get as much ES intelligence on them, which is really powerful early on. And then you obviously use just devotion for that ore effect. You don't necessarily have Glorious Vanity this early on. It's only day 2 or 3. You're probably getting your Glorious Vanity or Elegant Hubris around day 5 or 6, maybe up to a week, until you get the Glorious Vanity of your dreams, right? And you use our energy from within to get a ton of ES from this. And yeah, it's actually nothing special, to be honest. And then since golden ores are gonna be pretty sought after early on, to come get these ore ones, which is very, very powerful early on. You get that ore effect, you get that extra reservation, very good. And then obviously come down here, and then you get another small passive. And for the gear, use Sin Eater, or you can use Inferior Edge, same thing. This one is more tanky. Obviously get like 5.5k ES, pretty decent amount. In unbossing, like the more damage you can just burst down bosses instantly, it's a lot better. And then you obviously use Wakatututi, right? Obviously it's BIS, best in slot. Alpha Tau. Use this until you get a ore effect helmet. Vitalio's Influence. Use this until you craft a double influence armor. This is nearly BIS, but Scourge, right? Scourge fucked it up. We don't have Scourge anymore. That means you can't get the ore effect Scourge mod on it. So you're gonna be missing 8 or 9 ore effect. Therefore, you need to craft your own elevated armor with a ton of ES, just ES gloves. You get this with the synthesis mod. Any of the ores increase efficiency in mana reservation. Obviously Sync Track, Ching Shuju, no shit. Ward Eye for that +5. For discipline early on, it gives you a ton of ES. Obviously ES ring with some elemental resistances. Beta Breath, you can use Darkness and Storm with reservation as well. It's very powerful. Yeah, and then obviously Conquer's Efficiency, Energy from Within, and Conquer's Potency. These are what you use for helping with your journey, right? And then for skills, use Discipline, you put in your ring, right? For elements, what the fuck? Alright, Enlighten is really expensive early on. Don't use Enlighten. I don't know why I add that shit in. If you're having reservation problems, you're gonna have reservation problems early on. See it on reserve 4%, but the thing is, we have blessing, right? Blessing support. Blessing support allows you to basically run a free ore, which you can easily turn this on reserve. You can flip them. So obviously, like, just adjust as you go. All you gotta prioritize is obviously Wrath, Hatred, and Zealotry for pure damage, and then you link Generosity with obviously Smart, but Smart is with Silent Eater, and you put Generosity with kind of fucked up setup, but time to go for Hey, what up, boys? I just added in the last variant after editing the video, like during editing the video, because I just feel like shit not adding it. But basically you just down here and just grab live thirds. You're probably gonna switch this out at day 2, maybe day 3, maybe just around day 2. You're gonna have to switch to CI, because CI, trust me, it's gonna be a lot tankier. Even if you don't have a life loss, the immune to chaos res is, chaos damage is absolutely it's ridiculous. It's life and day difference, right? You gotta switch to CI for day 2, day 3 max, right? You gotta switch to CI. Trust me, it's just a lot better, okay? It's so much fucking better. You can abuse Val Discipline. That's one of the OPest thing in the fucking game. Alright. All but endgame, right? This is what your endgame skills should look like. You got large, you got all your 35s with 5 passive voices. You should get 3 voices if you really save points. 3 voices are really powerful. Like, a massive upgrade to 5 voices, to be honest. Obviously, all of them are 35s. 35s, if you pick them up cheap, like early on, it's kind of cheap. So, and obviously, you run it every all in the game, and this is the attribute stack conversion, and it's very strong. Okay, for the damage levels, you put in your armor, right? Wrath, Zealotry, Hatred, Awakened Generosity, Enlighten, and Smart. Smart, you rather use Hands of High Templar, but I'll tell you why I'm not using it. But Discipline, you put it in your Insect. Obviously, you add a lot. Fucking level 21. The Purities and Enlighten, no shit. You socket it in a Doryani's Delusion if you can find one with +2 aura. If not, just find a random, like, it's just like a decent unique, right? Shaper's Touch, let's just say +2 AoE, +2 auras. You put the 3 purities in there. Precision, Determination, Grace, and just all these stuff, like the general Aurabot setup. Like, nothing is gonna go your way in the league, so this gear is just too good to be true. It's not too good to be true. This is not that expensive gears, but it's just really hard to snipe. So nothing's gonna go your way in the league. So this is sort of my dream setup, except I'm probably using Hands of High Templar, but I'll tell you why I'm using Shepherd's Touch. Stabilizing Scepter, obviously, this is your endgame weapon. Waka, no shit. Master Tribunal with all effect, that's the best. Like, use that 100%. And this armor, right? It might seem overwhelming to craft at first, but you just fuse the elevated aura with elevated intelligence, right? Because socketed intelligence gems also affect Enlighten, which amplifies it, right? If you have a level 4 Enlighten, it turns level 5, so it's a lot strong. So how you craft this, the aura effect and intelligent gems are both suffixes, and if you have a open suffix, right, you can craft suffixes cannot be changed, and then you Eisen Slam, right? Once you Eisen Slam, you're gonna get either a veiled prefix or veiled suffix. If you get a veiled suffix, you're in good luck. You can unveil attributes, right? And then you just craft suffixes cannot be changed, and then you go to harvest. You just craft defenses, like just keep rolling it until you get decent, which is sort of like this, right? The mana is just like a random mod just thrown it, like just in case. Shepherd's Touch is very defensive. You get a ton of ES. You get a lot of evasion. It overall just it is really beneficial early on. If you can't find a really good Hands of High Templar for maximum DPS, which I would actually recommend using, the Doryani's Delusion or just a rare boot. Doryani's Delusion is obviously one of the best because it gives you Purity of Lightning, and then you can socket a 50 reservation juice, saving you more money from Enlighten. So always Uprising. No shit. I use the ES version because obviously it gives ES, right? Wrath has no reservation. It's really damn good. Moonstone Ring. Just ton of ES, some intelligent, some rest to get capped, you know? And Darkness and Storm is top tier. You can also use, if you can get a hands on Mage Blood is probably going to be better. You can use Mage Blood, but this is, people always underestimate Darkness and Thorn, but it's basically close to a mirror tier belt if you think about it. It's really good. Nah, not mirror tier, but just a really top tier, high end belt. It's kind of hard to you know, it gives you a low reservation, it gives you a lot of ES, it gives you a lot of stats overall. It's really powerful. Obviously, just use some random juice, cap out your grass, get ES, no, intelligence or whatever. Fast, you can use whatever the fuck you want, depending on what you lack. Voices, obviously. Okay, use Claw's Vanity, obviously. It can be put here, here, here. You can put not here. This is a really bad place. You can put these 3 spots. These 4 spots are sweet. Like that's what you're trying to aim for. If you get a really GG one, like down here, you can literally go for it. And then you just get rid of all the nodes here. It's still good, but you're gonna need additional nodes. I mean, it's passive skills, passive points, which you might need to get 3 voices for. I mean, motherfucker, we're at like 9.2k ES. Overkill, you need 7 to 6.5k to farm with 30 very comfortably. You basically done like 6.5 to 7k. You probably die once every 10 simulacrums, like me and my Aurabot did lastly. We barely ever die. 9k is way overkill. Like at this point, your carry is definitely tanking an Aurabot, but if you have 9k, I don't think you can die without this. You're basically fucking invincible. So yeah, that's about it for yeah, that's about it for the Aurabot. So like, I'm not even joking. The progression is so linear. Like you just need to snap your gear right, you need to buy the stuff right. But the progression, it's not hard if you know what to do, but it is really difficult when you're kind of stuck at a certain point. When I was stuck, it was not having enough aura effect, and you needed Lord's Vanity to take it to the next level, which was the problem, right? And then after taking it to the next level with Lord's Vanity and stuff, you need to get a aura effect helmet, and just keep progressing. But if it's overwhelming for new players who play Aurabot, like dual Aurabot is really overwhelming. I was overwhelmed first, but now I'm fine. You just gotta get used to it. I've been playing it for 2 leagues already, so it's damn fucking good. I played it from Expedition. I'm hooked on to it, like ever since. It's insane. So yeah, latest.